Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man. It's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to Cocktales. Dirty discussions with Kiki and Medinah, Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is orgasmatastic. We actually got this recipe from our guest. So you're going to take 1.5 ounces of Hendrick's gin, 1 ounce of Saint Germain liqueur, 1 ounce of lime juice, and 1 2-inch piece of peeled cucumber, quartered lengthwise and cut crosswise into 1/4-inch thick pieces, plus a thinly sliced cucumber round for garnish. So you're going to take your cocktail shaker and fill it with ice. We actually have one today. And then you are going to pour in the gin, the Saint Germain, and the lime juice. Add the cucumber pieces, securely fasten the lid, and shake like crazy for about 30 seconds. Strain it into a cocktail glass or martini glass and garnish with a slice of cucumber. We have papered St. Patrick's Day Dixie cups. And that's just what we gonna be drinking out of today. Welcome back, you guys.
A bitch still bad with some St. Patty's Day cups, nigga.
Where's your hat?
Oh, I thought you didn't have yours on.
I put mine on because Medinah had hers on.
Okay, y'all. Everybody
And now I'm just sitting here. Okay,
welcome back, everybody.
Yes.
Kiki, I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. How was Louisiana? How was your grandfather?
yeah, so I went to Louisiana for about a week. My grandfather was having bypass surgery. I was really nervous whenever I left Shreveport because he was still kind of out of it. That Percocet had him fucked up, okay?
Oh, Molly Percocet.
Exactly. And he was acting like a rapper. He was being real mean. He had told me to get out of his room. He was fussing at people. He said a lot of things that I won't repeat because he already called and apologized, and I knew it was
the medicine.
The medicine. But as of yesterday, he has been discharged from the hospital. Now he's in the rehab facility so that he can get stronger and then, go home. So I'm happy. Thank you guys for your prayers and well wishes. But he's doing good. Oh. It was nice to get away and see my family too.
There's nothing like family.
One more thing. I met my sister.
The little one.
The little one. So a while ago, you guys, I said that I found out that I had a little sister. I found out on New Year's Eve. Well, a baby sister she's actually 4 years old. My dad didn't even know, but she was so sweet, and I was so excited that her mom was welcoming and let me meet her while I was out there. And we went and had something to eat. And just
was she looking at you like?
No, she has already come up with a nickname for me. She has decided to call me Kay. And at first she was kind of shy, but she warmed up to me, and we were playing games before she left. So I want to make sure that I do my best to keep in touch with her and make sure that we have a relationship. I was excited.
I was so excited. How you are just so persistent with this Ancestry.com family finder thing.
And that wasn't even from Ancestry. That was just my daddy had been keeping a secret forever.
Oh.
So that was a little different. But, when it comes to family, so a couple people made comments to me about half siblings and stuff, but I'm just like, technically all of my siblings are half siblings, and I don't really do that whole half sibling thing. It's like, these are my siblings. This is my family. I want to at least try to have a relationship. If we don't click, if we don't get along, that's fine. But I still want to do my part to try and get to know people.
That's
and I'm grown. I'm not a kid.
Because my half siblings, y'all half.
Ooh. Well, okay. What happened with you?
So nothing. I've been doing voiceover, and it has been taken off like I don't know what. I'd say that every week, though. I'm very blessed and very happy. But I went to go finally see Black Panther. I was waiting until it died down a little bit because I love how everyone's dressing up in Africanism. I love it. But I was just like,
Africanism.
Movie theaters make me nervous, and I need it to be clear.
Really?
I just need to see my exits. I don't need folks to be fucking around in there.
Okay.
Anyways, after I went to go see Black Panther, Kiki, I had a dream, and it was like me and you were standing at the Wakanda gates.
Okay.
And they came out and they were like, Kiki, you cannot come here because you are too light-skinned.
I was
like, oh my gosh, well, I'm still going, girl. I love you. And then they said, no, little sister.
What is going on in your subconscious?
You have been laying with the white man your whole life. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's not white. They were like, no, you're not. It was a terrible dream. I'm not allowed to go to Wakanda, and neither are you. But I loved the movie. It was so great.
My mama sent me a meme with some shady shit like that. She said all the light-skinned people getting real excited about Wakanda. Y'all need to go to Wakanda. And I was just like, it's just shade. I'm not even that light. Like, what? Oh my gosh, it's so Wakanda. What kind of shit is that?
That's a good one.
Okay, so today, you guys, we have a guest. She is the person behind melaninmilk.com. gmail.com.
And y'all asked for her. The listeners asked for this.
Yeah, we had several listeners reach out to us. And so when I first messaged you, I think maybe you messaged me or something. I messaged you.
You messaged me, and I was like, oh, yeah, I actually listened to y'all show.
Yeah, that's what it was. And so, they told us about it. I have read the entire site. I wish that you could update more. It's only like 3 pages, Medinah. So yes, but I'm just like, I mean, these are probably real experiences, so she can only write but so much.
And they take a long time to write.
They are
because
detailed.
I have to find the gifts that match my stories. Like, I don't find the gifts that make the story. I have to find the
I
video.
get it.
So it's so time consuming.
That's good quality.
So what made you want to start that?
I love to write.
Okay.
And I had downtime when I started writing, and it made me happy. It was like therapeutic to write about sex.
Before you go deeper,
Mhm.
we like to play a little icebreaker.
Yeah.
That's what we call it. And we're going to do Would You Rather with you. Even though I feel like we're all already loose, we're going to do a little game just to loosen us up a little bit more. So we're going to do Would You Rather. Kiki, do you want to start?
I'll start. Okay, so the first one.
Okay.
Would you rather have your celeb crush fall madly in love with you, but it would have to be a secret forever, or have someone who you despise convince the world that you were having a 3-year affair?
The first one.
The first one. Keep
Yeah,
it a secret.
because I mean, I'm cool with secrets.
Yeah, I mean,
And
we're not even about to see
I
you
don't
today.
care about what y'all experience, and I'm experiencing greatness over in my world. So I can just be bliss every day, and y'all won't know why.
Okay, Medinah?
Would you rather give head for 2 hours straight or double penetration?
I have probably given head for 2 hours straight, and I look forward to double penetration.
Well, pick one. Pick one.
I would rather.
The crew is taking shots.
I
of this
would
little
rather.
drink.
I would rather. At this time today, I would much rather give head because I haven't trained my anus to be taking double penetration like that. And it's a work in progress. I gotta get it open.
Wow.
Okay, next one. Would you rather walk into a sex party and find out your parents are there, you both see each other,
Oh, damn.
or have a great time at the sex party only to later find out that you contracted gonorrhea in your throat?
In your throat. I had a friend that got gonorrhea in her
That
throat.
is so rude.
Isn't it? So which
I would
one?
be turning up with mom and pops. I'd be like, hey, y'all, I'm going to be over here. Actually, gonorrhea is curable.
It is.
And
That's why I
what does it do?
picked
What
that
are the
one.
symptoms in the throat?
I don't know. It's probably going to be like
a sore
strep throat.
Yeah.
And maybe some pus or some green shit in there. I don't know. But you take your antibiotics and it's going to be gone eventually.
Yeah, because if I'm at
It's
a
not
sex party
herpes.
and my mom and dad is there, that has nothing to do with me because there's so many compartments and sex parties, like areas.
I would be so pissed. Fuck off. If I was at a motherfucking sex party, I see I would be mad. Like, I'm not going to be turn up, mom and dad, get the
That's
fuck
so
out. What are
funny.
y'all doing?
Yeah.
They
I'm
are
just going to
old.
leave.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. I can't stay. Okay, that was mine. You have another one?
Okay. I'm really bad at these. So, would you rather have a one-night stand and the guy says your pussy is whack, or have a one-night stand and your friend is dating him?
Oh, he can tell me my pussy whack. That's like a once in a billion times, so I'm fine with that.
Come on, confidence. Come on, confidence.
Right. Okay. Well, before we get into our cocktails, so today we're doing cocktails the whole show. The whole thing
The
is going to be
whole
about
show will be cocktails, y'all.
Yes. So before we do that, I want to do a quick bit of weird sex news. So
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. Man is absolutely not necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
weird sex news. So this month I decided I'm gonna try and do themes every month. So this is gonna be random sex facts. So I wanted to let you guys know what happens to your body when you stop having sex. Most of these are
Like
bad.
forever?
Just like, you know, for an extended period of time. Like if you're going through a drought, what can happen? You can lose your libido, which is your sex drive. You can, your vaginal walls might weaken. Kegel balls or something you should keep if you're going through a drought. You might experience a loss of lubrication, so your pussy gonna be dry. Let's see what else. Your period pain may get worse. I can attest to that. Every time I have been through a drought, my cramps got worse, and it's nothing that you want to deal with. The last thing is, which is positive, you lessen your risk of catching a UTI. So if you're not having sex, I mean, that's all. That's the only positive I have. If you guys are not having sex, make sure that you are taking your vitamins. Maybe you can order some She Orgasms pills.
Oh, yeah.
So you
brought
keep
us
that pussy.
both some.
Yes, I'm
this
excited.
is a $90 expense that I am bringing value.
Let me tell y'all, when I told y'all about those pills, my drunk ass was up late reading her website. You know, I told y'all it gets me all hot and bothered. So I'm watching, I'm reading it, looking at the GIFs and stuff, getting all hot and bothered. I was like, I'm about to order these pills. And she's talking about, I thought I ordered them. I never even ordered them. So I was going to be waiting forever.
Yeah, I was listening to the show, and I was like, this bitch did not order no damn pills.
And I'm so glad that she said that, because I would have been waiting forever, and then I would have wanted to give a bad review.
And I would have been mad if she would have made a review and been like, this bitch said she bought the pills. She ain't buy them.
Oh, no. I don't do that. When I get the stuff for free, I always say that it was given to me.
Yeah.
You know, you got to do that.
And as long as you take them, you're gonna buy another bottle.
Oh, I definitely am. I
There's
was like,
people
I'll buy
who,
these today.
you know, you get pills because I'm a horrible pill taker.
Yeah.
Like whenever I get like bacterial infection, I never take them fucking pills. It takes me like a whole 3 weeks to take them because I always forget. Yes, it's so bad. But these, I took them for a long time, so it's really in my
Will you pass me the
system.
bottle?
Yeah, my label, it should have been
I'm
glossy.
already drunk.
I wish it was a glossier label, but you know, I did everything by myself and first trial.
They're
so
pink and red.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, girl, when I
boss.
tell you I packaged my capsules, I sealed my motherfucking bottles. I put the labels on my bottles.
Was your
These are
hands
kinda
clean though when you
Girl,
touched
yes,
the-
gloves. I got
Okay.
actually. So
Look.
so I actually go up. My friend is in college because I mean that was a long time ago, and he lets me go in the bio lab if I need to do like a large batch, and I actually get up in there. And he lets me bring all my stuff, and I get it all together. It's actually really fun.
That's
That is
really
so
cool.
A lot of work to do, but it's
I'm gonna try
definitely
them,
worth it.
and I'm excited to try them.
Yeah, take 2 a day just for like natural for
I'm
like
about
the
to take
first week.
my first ones right
Yeah,
now.
take 2 a day, and then a
Like
week
2 a
or
day.
whenever you're about to have sex. Like there's no overdosing on this. I
Okay,
mean, there's
'cause
times when I
what's in
pop
it?
like
Herbs
6
and
in a
stuff?
day.
I read your
Lord.
New Year's story. You was like, I'm about to take 3 so my pussy
Bitch,
can be
because
wet.
there's
And I was just like,
another
okay.
vendor that sells a similar type thing, but it's more quick. It's kind of like an ecstasy for the pussy. Like, but I don't know how
Wait.
they work. I've never used them. And
But
they're
what I'm trying to
expensive.
understand is what is in here that makes your pussy wet? Like what
Girl,
are
so what it is so if you know why your pussy gets wet, it's your walls that are releasing the secretions. Like it's not coming out of your cervix or anything like that. It's your walls that are actually getting juicy. So there's herbs in here that are meant to like get the fluid flowing down there, the blood flow to your clit. I mean, it's just, I did a lot of fucking research, okay?
Okay.
I spent a whole year doing trial and errors, begging people to take pills from a stranger and do case studies.
I'd have been like, no,
Can you put
girl.
some ice in here?
And you
Hit
can
me.
imagine how hard that is, because who's gonna take some pills from? just
Not
anybody?
me. Oh, look, I
Right.
just did that.
I
I
just
know,
took my
but
I took
now-
my first one. I need more to drink so I can take
I
the
got
other
the
one.
fine. Oh, and when you're drunk, girl, it's even better.
Is it? Well, I
I'm
don't
telling
have
you, when
nobody
I'm
else.
telling you gushy,
I'm
like
gonna
that's all
take
I've been
these
getting
when
as
I go
feedback
home.
is
I'm
like
gonna
the word gushy.
Hope that they work, and I'm gonna fuck shit out of my boyfriend.
Please.
So today we're doing all cocktails. So if you did not already think that we were little whores, today you will. Today you will. So what we're gonna do is Kiki and I came up with some topics that we want to, talk about, that we
Yeah.
hope that we might not have a personal cocktail about it, but if you do, if Kiki does, if I do, we will share the
Okay.
story. So
Well, before you pull one out, I wanted to kind of kick it off by asking everybody, who or what turned you out? Like, how did we all get to the place that we are now? Because I think that we're all pretty sexually open.
That's a good question.
I can honestly say mine's gonna probably be the most boring, so I'll
Mine
kick
is
it
going to
off.
be boring, too.
I was always a little freak. So it's not like I remember like wanting to like watch porn as a kid, playing boyfriend and girlfriend with friends, like at a very young age. And I wasn't molested. I wasn't like, nothing crazy happened for me to be like this. But I've always been like the more sexual sibling, the more like, I just, ever since I was a kid, like I don't know why. When I see people kissing, I would be like looking like, wow, like what's that?
My story is similar. I've always been into sex, and I like to read about it and everything. Like my mom, she's in a book club, and they used to read erotic novels. And so I would see all of these books on her bookshelves, just bookshelves and bookshelves and bookshelves full of romance novels. And then I opened one up, and I was like, oh,
Little
this ain't
badass.
Well, I thought it was going to be more of a Cinderella story, that kind of romance. I didn't realize it was erotic. And then I was like watching porn. And
Like, how old were you?
I don't even know. I can't remember when I started, but I was young too. There was VCRs. There weren't DVDs in my house.
Do you
so
think
I was a
something's
kid.
wrong with us?
No, definitely
No,
not.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that some people, they're just more explorative. Maybe I don't know. I don't think it's anything wrong.
Gifted.
Yes, gifted. I like those positive words. But I've always just been into sex. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if I don't know the first time I touched myself even, but it feels good.
I remember like even also when I was younger, like getting a mirror and like when girls say they don't look at themselves or like
I'm like,
girls
how?
that don't masturbate, how do you not? Like not even that it feels so good, but it's just
It's
like
crazy.
it's there. Like sometimes I'm
Like,
bored.
You should
and
explore.
I'm just like,
yeah.
whoa.
In the morning before work, like I got to go in here and deal with
Yep.
these people that's about to get on
Girl,
my nerves.
I
mean,
masturbate
get
3
one
times
off.
a day.
It's good for you.
If I don't come, my face will break out. So like I literally have to. So what was it for you?
I just had a very good first experience with sex. Like when I first lost my virginity,
How
it
old
was
were you?
amazing. Excuse me, sorry. It was on the night of my 13th birthday.
God damn.
Yeah.
13.
I was 13. He was older. But it was just really good. And I was like, what is this that I feel? This is amazing. And after that, I mean, I needed to know more.
Yeah.
But he had me for a good minute, and he always thought we were going to be just meant for each other because I gave him my virginity.
When you look back now, was he actually a creep?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
But so I was 13, he was like 17. So, but as you get older, so now I'm like 14 and you're 18 and I'm 15 and you're 19 and it's, so he was awful, but his dick was real great.
Well,
Kitchen floor.
my
sex.
first experience was not good. It just wasn't. And I convinced the dude to have sex. Like, he was a virgin, too. And I was the one that was like,
How
we
did
should
you
just do
convince
it.
him,
I was
Kiki?
just like, we should just do it. Like, what are you waiting for? And you're older than me. Like, I'm surprised you haven't. Like, we should just do it.
We should just do
And
it.
he was nervous. I remember his dumb ass when it asked his daddy to get us a hotel room for after prom. It was his prom, not mine. And I'm just like, the fuck? And then he had his dad calling me asking why we needed a hotel room. And I'm like, grow the fuck up. Like, I
Right.
shouldn't have gave him no pussy, but I was just so ready
Yeah.
to lose my virginity. I was just like, all right, well, this is my best option right now.
Yeah.
I should have held out for about 6 more months.
Aw.
I was not ready.
Oh,
when I lost
well.
my virginity.
Yeah, I remember
was
y'all
so
talked about both of you
Yeah.
guys' experiences
It
before. Mine
wasn't-
was amazing.
I became a
it?
paraplegic all of a sudden. Like I was just frozen in the bed.
That's how it was when I lost my anal virginity. I was a paraplegic too. Bitch,
I'll
that
probably
shit
do anal
hurt.
tonight. Like I brought anal ease, and I'm
Do
gonna
you
see
have
how
a
that
boo
works.
out here?
Well, so he actually
Well, so
he drove me out here because I was sleepy. I had worked at
Okay.
the bar last night and didn't get off till like 1, and I knew I had to leave early, and I was tired. I was like, I ain't about to drive, but I really wanted to come. So
yeah. Well, we're glad you came. Okay, you want to pull the first one
I'm
out?
gonna let you pull because
Okay.
I'm gonna pour.
Okay, go
Ooh,
ahead, girl.
yes,
You're gonna have
mix
to
it
pour
up.
some
Make
more.
2.
Here, put
Here,
some
you
more in
have
there because
that.
there's only a
Oh.
little bit. Okay, let's see the first one.
I'm gonna let you make it because I don't really know.
Ass to mouth. Does anyone have a cocktail about ass to mouth?
What is that?
I mean, so a man has kissed me after he's eaten my ass.
Okay, tell us that story. I have an ass to mouth too. That's when something happens in your ass and,
and
they bring it up
to your mouth. So it could be
Whether-
a dick.
Yeah, like you could suck their dick, or well, I guess that's really all you could do. Or
they
maybe they fucked you in the ass and then they wanted you to suck their dick, or maybe they were just licking your ass
and then they wanted you to kiss in the mouth.
Mhm,
Okay,
mhm.
just so we're clear.
I mean,
Yes.
it was actually so my latest blog post was the time where that happened. What did I? 48.
The last one, yes, was 48 with that man who got you
48.
together.
That's
I don't know
that's Bae that
48,
brought me
so I
out
need
here.
to- I
That's
need-
Bae that brought me out here, girl. First of all,
well,
let me tell you, 48. I need an older man. I wouldn't have thought a 48-year-old man could do what he has been doing to me and keeping up with my stamina and my hunger and my extraness. Like, I am a lot in the bedroom, and a lot of men are like, just chill, I can't no more, you know? And I'm like, fuck that. Like,
They say those words.
I mean,
If somebody say them words to me, I'll be like, are you?
I like playing with soft penis too. So, cause I'm ready to get it back hard again. Like, I love feeling it swell in my mouth. Like, I love soft penis. So I'm ready. I'm like, come on, let's go.
Yeah. I like that feeling too. Though I know what you mean.
Too. It's kind of
it's almost like a magic power.
Girl, it's a magic power.
I don't
feel
like seeing goopy penis.
I
It looks
love
like-
a
No, I
soft
like to if
penis.
it's soft and then I start sucking it and I just feel it get hard and get bigger. Like I like
I
that.
need it hard already. I need you ready. I'm not. It looks like the blob. I don't want to play with blobby
I like
dick.
flicking it and
But
poking
some
it.
guys, well, I don't want to flick it. But some guys have nice big penises when they're flaccid. Like the dude at the Booze and Nudes. Remember, his was looking pretty good.
And he didn't get
Oh,
hard not once.
beautiful.
I mean, his was soft and it was hanging down to his
Yeah.
inner thighs.
Yeah.
Like the middle of
Monster.
Side note, I think I'm a little bit confused about what a big dick is because I want to take us back for a minute to Safari's dick pic or video.
Please, I want to talk about it.
Okay, let's talk
You
about it because
start.
I saw it and everybody's all excited. I'm like, it looks great, right? Like I would totally fuck him or suck his dick or something. You know, like that's a good looking dick, right? But then I was like, well, why is everybody acting like it's so big? Because to me, that is the perfect size penis. Is that what everybody thinks is big?
Definitely had.
Because I thought it was like that's the perfect size where it's
big.
2 hands and some at the top that you can suck comfortably, and that's like a good size. So when I say a good, that's what I mean. So maybe I've been.
who the fuck are you fucking? Like who?
Well, we don't need to talk about that, but
Like-
I mean, everybody's dick doesn't look like that. But when I think of the perfect penis size, I think of that. I don't think like that's a giant penis. Because when I think of giant penises, I'm thinking of the Mandingo porn that's just too long that looks fake in real porn. And I'm just like, I would literally run away from that. I'm getting my purse, like on How to Get Away with Murder.
I
girl,
love that
I'm
gif.
not, yes, that's me. I'm leaving. No, nigga, what you
I
gonna do
mean,
with that?
I thought his dick was
It was
very
perfect.
large, and I would like.
That's
I'm
the perfect
gonna,
size.
I'm
And it's
big.
Ooh,
It
it's
was
so chocolatey.
huge.
It was like those sex chocolates we had. It was just, ooh.
So I'm with
My
you.
mama DM'd him, y'all.
Really?
She talked about, do you think Seraphy is gonna write me back? I said, first of all, his name is
Oh, that
Safari.
is cute.
And my mama's not even that old. She just,
Seraphy.
I don't know, but she was excited about it. Anyway, what did you
I think it is
about it?
definitely a beautiful piece of equipment. Like, it's
It is.
lovely. But the hype about it was a little bit extra. Like,
I mean,
I was
but
just
listen,
like,
bitches are out here not really getting dick down well.
That's
so,
true.
Like, not
Okay.
properly. So
And I
when a big
did-
dick like that comes out, it, like
Nicely
niggas go crazy.
manicured.
because it's making me seem like, okay, what have
It
I been
wasn't
taking?
ashy.
Because it was pretty. I mean, the way it flung when he like was swinging it, I was like, oh, okay.
I was too.
I
but-
was
was
gonna
real
make some
cute.
damn jerk chicken, okay?
Y'all,
recipe?
what was I listening to?
How much it
The
making?
Read, and they were talking about it.
Yes.
Oh God, it was hilarious. But
was.
I
It
mean,
was
it is a
beautiful.
beautiful, but it ain't.
I can't handle no big dicks. I'm just gonna tell y'all right now. So
I can lick the sides of
Once
it,
a month.
but
Once
it's
a
fun
month.
to look at.
Big dicks only once a month.
Ooh, I can't take them half the time. No
What
way, but
size
it's
is
fun
your
to try.
big dick? Like, what size is a perfect penis for you?
like, okay, I really can't like make a measurement.
I mean,
It
like,
all
in inches,
decides on like
maybe.
if I can't comfortably ride it. I'm good with all that. Like, I don't want no big old Mandingo Wakanda dick. Like, I'm good.
Me
I'm
either.
good. Like,
Yeah.
and if you have it, well, I'm not gonna be mad. Obviously, I'm gonna have to do some
Work it out.
exercises, get some
Be
do some-
creative.
Yeah, but like that shit where you're hurting and shit, I don't
like
like
it.
that. Like, I don't like when
Neither.
my guts feel like they have been ripped out.
And I
Like-
am quick to say stop. Like stop, just stop.
See, I won't say it.
Oh,
Like
I
pushing
will.
back or like tapping, but some
Like-
dudes be thinking like, oh yeah, like that means she, you know, no, it means
And
I
I'm
need
like,
you to
nah,
stop.
nigga. I
like,
kicked a nigga in his chest one day because I was like, I told your ass to stop, and you got me
Yeah.
all bent up like a motherfucking pretzel, and you all the way in my throat, and you should not be up there. I don't know how you got up there, but you got up there. Like
Yep.
I need to elongate. It's too much. It's too
I
much.
won't let
normal
them
size
know
is
when they're
good.
hurting me. I just let them hurt me because I'm a
No.
pleaser.
Girl, please. I be trying to be a pleaser, but when it comes to that, I need to be a pleaser that's still alive, and it be feeling
I
like
like pain
death.
though.
Okay.
Uh.
So, do we have any cocktails, or has anybody ever done cream pies? Do we know what a cream pie is?
Yeah, like they
Yes.
just dump it all on your face.
No.
No.
Oh,
A
wait.
cream pie is when they like pack it in your butthole.
Oh,
No, it's not.
No, it's not?
Damn,
No.
we all wrong.
I mean, it's just cum. Like it can be in your pussy, and
Yeah,
you
but
kind
it's
of
like
poke it out.
packed in.
Yeah, it don't have to be your butthole. That's why I was like,
I
no.
only seen it in the booty hole.
Oh,
Oh.
I never
no.
did it, and I won't. I don't think so.
No, I'm good on that.
I mean, no, I haven't either.
Yeah.
No.
I just don't know. I don't know why. Like, who would think that was sexy?
I don't know. I mean, if it was my husband, I would be open to it, but I don't need these random niggas. I mean, I think they're super random, but, you know, I'm not even in a relationship right now. Like, you about to just be nutting all inside of me, and I'm just going to sit here and let it swim around, and then 3 months later, I find out I'm pregnant and depressed and about to kill myself. Like, no. Okay, you draw one out.
All right, so fell asleep during sex. I feel like you definitely got one.
Oh, yeah.
I know
fell
Kiki
asleep.
got one.
You all day.
Okay, so there was this guy. We're going to call him Mr. Everything.
Okay.
Have you ate at Mr. Everything, so?
No, I still haven't. And you told me about
It's
it.
good, okay.
Okay, so Mr. Everything, I was having sex with him, and it's like, it became a routine that I would fall asleep. Like, I'd tap out during sex. But he likes it because he's just like, I fuck the shit out of you, and you're going to tap out. So, you know, it happens a lot. And so the last time I had sex with him, he was like, damn, like, you usually tap out by now. You guys, like, about 3 pumps later, I was out. And I would just fall asleep. It doesn't matter. And it's great sex. I love it. But I would fall asleep. It's like I get worn out. And it's
was
just,
he drugging you?
no, he wasn't drugging me. I was tired. Like, it was just too. Medinah, you know I will fall asleep in the club. I have fallen asleep driving. I will fall asleep. It's like, maybe I should get checked for narcolepsy. But he wasn't drugging me. I was just tired, and I didn't want to stop because it felt so good. But it was like, I kept trying to go, and then eventually my body was like, bitch, go to sleep. So I went to sleep.
And you're just asleep.
Mm-hmm. And then we cuddled through the night, and then I wake up like an hour later. But it's like, I don't remember how this ended, and I wasn't drunk, so obviously I fell asleep.
I would be so offended. Could you imagine if you're like having
he
sex?
He doesn't get offended though. He just knows I'd be falling asleep. Like, we have an understanding. I could see if it was like a new person I fell asleep. Like, that would be so awful.
As long as it doesn't happen while you're asleep and you don't know that it's happening.
Oh yeah, like having sex while I'm asleep. Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Rape.
I mean,
That's rape.
Yeah.
So,
But I don't mind if somebody wakes me
one
up.
of those. I mean, I've been woken up from dick and put to sleep by dick, but I've never fallen asleep with the dick.
I've fallen asleep with it in my mouth, in my pussy. Like, it could be anywhere. It could be in my hand. I'm just like, I'm tired.
This
Let's
is so
cuddle.
funny.
Or I'll just fall asleep, and next thing you know, I'm snoring because I snore too sometimes.
oh,
I know,
Kiki.
but they don't care.
I have like a heavy breathe that's kind of cute. Like I don't snore. It's more just like a moan breathe.
Mine is ugly. It'd be like from my throat, not even my
Y'all-
nose. I don't know.
Y'all better start juicing and stop eating meat.
No, thank you.
mean-
I think when I snore, it's usually because I've been drinking.
Yeah, that's normally it.
Okay. Did you pick one out?
Yep,
She-
that was the
she
fell
did
asleep
that
one.
one.
Oh, me? Is it you?
It's
Oh,
me. I
okay.
don't have the thing.
It's this gin. It's the gin. I don't
The
drink
gin.
gin.
It's okay, girl. Okay, so the next one. This says sex party. Has anyone been to a sex party? I have not. You tell us.
Have you been, Kay?
She said
Yes,
have.
I have gone to okay, well, hold on. I've gone to 3 swinger events, and then I've gone to 1 sex party where it was just like a party with it was actually Erotic Ropes by Dash. He does like the tying up of people. You should follow him on Instagram. He's pretty dope.
Okay.
Is he cute or is he ugly? A lot of
No,
men
he's
in
like
porn
the
are just not
artistic cute. He's like that like artistic hobo cute.
What?
If that makes any sense. Like,
It
you know, like the
I get what you're saying.
Okay, I'm trying to think of who I can describe.
But I get what you're saying because I like ugly niggas, so I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like, but he's not. He's cute to me. Like, he's artistically cute. That sounds like some Seinfeld shit. Okay. But anyhow, so sex party, cool. But the swingers events were the best. So the first time I went with a guy, and we had a fucking blast. I mean, I was treated like Queen Sheba. Like, everybody.
How did
wanted
he
a
get
piece
you
of
to
me.
come?
Girl, this is so embarrassing. It was a Tinder date. And he was like, "Oh,
Was it a first Tinder date?
Legit, a first Tinder date."
How did, what did he tell you?
He
Right?
found the right bitch to ask that question to, because I was like,
Right?
"Sure, I'll come."
I bet he was so shocked. Like,
Well, the thing is, he got
Could
an
you
email,
imagine?
and he was like, "Oh no," and I was like, "Oh, what is it?" And he was like, "Nothing. It's just a party I was supposed to go to, but it's nothing." I was like, "No, what is it? Like, we can go."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Nah, it's cool." Like, he was trying to push it off, and I was like, "Tell me." So he was like, "It's a swinger event," and I was like, "Ooh, I've always wanted to go to one." He was like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Well, let's go," and I was like, "Done." So we went back.
Motherfucking pop.
I
I
know.
would have been like, bruh, take me home.
Excuse
That
me?
is
I'm
so
a freak.
funny.
I am a freak, but we not doing
I
this.
do have limits. Like, I don't even know you,
man.
bro.
We about to go.
Yo.
Do you even look like your picture?
He was cute.
He was.
Cute. And
how much money do you have? I'm not gonna lie. If you're asking me to do these things, how much money are we talking?
well, see, the thing is, I wanted to do it. So if I didn't want to do it, I would be asking for some funds or like something or like just, I need something out of this. But I wanted to go. Yeah. So it just so happened that I was given a man that had an event that night. And I mean,
look at how the universe aligned. Did you have a good time?
Yo, I went back again by myself. Like, I was like, I'm going to go back. Didn't tell him I went. And then he ended up being there. And I was like, it was another girl. And I was like, oh, hey.
How are you? What's up?
Yeah.
Mine is redundant because I've told this story on the show. I
Fort
went to
Lauderdale.
Trapeze. I called her because I knew she would get it. She's like, go in. Like, I got the little membership. I went in. And
I was like up waiting to hear the story.
It was a disaster. I paid that $50 membership and I turned my ass and walked right out. Because it was like all these old ass people, which I don't mind, but they were like hounding me and they were like, hey, hot
was a lot of white people.
Yeah. I was like,
it was a combo at mine. And the guy who was hosting, he actually confiscated my necklace to make sure I came back. Like, he was like, you need to come back.
And I was not feeling the buffet line. Like, why?
We didn't have food.
Why are y'all at the buffet? I'm going home.
We were supposed to go to the one in Atlanta.
The orgy one? We were just talking about it.
Well, the trapeze in Atlanta is what I meant. Y'all talking about the ATL orgy?
They have it
we were
this
talking
year.
about it
It's this weekend.
Yeah, I heard.
You're so funny.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what's the next one?
So here's the next one. Sex that got you in trouble.
That got me in trouble. Okay, so I think I just told this, but I was sexting when I was like in high school, and I left my phone in my parents' car, and then they read my text messages, so that got me in trouble. But that's
this is when you were younger.
Yeah, this is when I was younger. But as an adult, I've not gotten in trouble. I could have gotten in trouble, but I never got caught.
But okay, so you never got caught up.
Yeah, I never got caught up to where I actually got in trouble as an adult.
What about gotten someone
You
else in
did.
trouble?
I can see it in your face.
Well,
what happened?
when we had Mike on the show, he almost got me caught up because the nigga was so fine. But that's not the story that I'm going to tell. The story that I'm going to tell is one time. So me and my boyfriend, we've been together on and off for 6 years. We have been through some shit.
Okay.
And we just don't want to give up yet. I love you, baby. But when I was in Florida, I started getting in shape. I had to get in super shape because they don't like black girls in Florida. And I was like, I got to get in shape. Like, got to get this hair popping. So I started working out at this gym. And I met this guy who used to play pro football. He got hurt. You know how that works. They start being trainers. So
All of them.
Carlos had just gotten me some Beats by Dre headphones, even though we were having like a horrible time together. And so I had the wireless headphones on. And it's just so tricky because you don't realize when it's picking up your phone. Carlos had called me. We had gotten an argument. I was sitting here talking to the gym trainer. And he's like, I want to take you to dinner. And I was like, for real? Oh, your girl's not going to get mad? Because he was talking to her. And we were just, it was literally innocent flirting. And I hear somebody in my headphones like, what the fuck, Medinah? Who the fuck are you talking? And I'm like, oh, my God. And I just hung it up. And I was sitting there like my whole body went numb because I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But it wasn't sex. I never had sex with the guy, but
it was just a little conversation.
It was a sexual conversation, and it got me in trouble. I was like, my car's gonna get repossessed.
Has that ever happened to you?
I'm gonna make it a quick story, but I got in so much fucking trouble. I almost lost a job because of fucking dick.
Really?
It'll do it to you.
What happened?
So I'm just very wild and I'll do any fucking thing. So me and a friend were at Cheesecake Factory and we saw these group of men and it was really busy and it was like these dudes like they already had a table and they was like, oh, y'all can come sit with us. They was at a bachelor party. We ended up getting super fucking drunk and flirting and like telling stories and talking and whatever. And so the guy who was about to have his bachelor party the next weekend ended up this is so bad. Oh my God, this is a bad story. I can't believe I'm telling this. Okay, so we're in the car. He's flirting with the homegirl, but they didn't hyped up my head. She didn't hyped up my head game, and she's telling the dude like, yeah, she got.
How she know?
Well, cause she know I do. Like, I mean,
how she know?
It's just what I do. I'm just very proud of my head. So she's like hyping it up. So the dude's like, well, I wanna see what she about. Like, blah blah blah. So I'm in the back seat of the car. I hop my drunk ass through the back seat to the front seat and start giving him head. And then he's on his phone on motherfucking what is this, TripAdvisor, buying us a ticket to fucking Lake Tahoe to his bachelor party for the
And y'all don't
weekend.
know him.
Don't know this man from Adam. And so this is so bad.
This is funny.
So then we the next day we wake up and I got, it was Priceline, not TripAdvisor, but I get a email notification that I have 2 tickets to fucking Lake Tahoe for this upcoming Friday.
Is this the guy that was about to get married?
No, this is not the guy that they were on a bachelor party for in Charlotte.
Okay.
But the Lake Tahoe is another guy who's about to get married, and that was the guy that's
The one whose dick you sucked.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Scandalous.
Okay, but blame it on the margaritas. It was like top shelf, and I had like 12. Okay?
Tequila really does make you sin. 12.
So long story short, we get there and we're just kind of like, whatever. Girl, I done did all kind of fucking drugs. I ain't never done drugs. I did cocaine. I did Molly.
Did you like it?
Girl, I had a blast.
I've not done real drugs. I've only smoked a little weed, and I'm scared to try because I'm gonna like it.
It's not worth it.
And I'm gonna be out here
strung.
strung out.
And my
crazy.
dumb ass was like, you
I
gotta
like
keep,
drugs.
He was like, you gotta keep taking it so you can stay, level. So my dumb ass is sniffing along with the pros. So I get a phone call on Sunday, like I've been unemployed at this point because I've been living off my savings, and then I finally got a call from the job I had interviewed for like 2 months ago, and they was like, we want to offer you the position. You can come in Monday for a drug test. And I was like, after I done snorted 1,400 lines of cocaine and did Molly and everything. So I was like, ooh, can we do Wednesday possibly? I'm out of town. So, girl, I get to the drug test thing.
The good thing
I'm
about
doing
cocaine
everything.
is gone out of your body in 3 days.
Okay, well, so I get there. I try to do everything under the sun. I Google everything. So I get there, and it's a mouth swab one. So they do the saliva test, and they stick it in the thing. And he's looking at it like, so do you do drugs? And I'm like, no, I don't do anything. I don't understand. And he's like, well, all 11 out of the 12 of them, are flashing or whatever. And I was like, that's impossible. There's no way.
Bitch, I don't even do drugs. Your test
Is
it
wrong.
expired?
Yeah, he believed me. He was like, yeah, it has to be invalid. We don't have enough.
You look normal. Like,
I was all poised. He was like, it has to be wrong. So he went to go look for another one and couldn't find one. And he was like, well, we're just going to pass you because we don't have
Praise
another
God.
one. Girl, praise the Lord above.
he needs to lose his fucking job.
That
this
is
nigga
so
over here letting
funny.
drug addicts pass the
She
damn
ain't a
thing.
drug
You know
addict.
what I'm saying? Like,
She ain't an addict. He could tell her eyes wasn't dilated when she came in.
what
She
I'm
looked
saying,
clean.
The fact that he did that, it's
Yep.
like, you don't know her. Like,
Motherfuckers ain't going in there failing 11 out of 12. He's like, this
That
has
is
to be
so
wrong.
funny. Oh my God.
pick the next
That's
one.
great.
That topped it all. Sex that got you in trouble. This bitch done failed the drug
But she
test
passed
and hired
it. You passed it. Okay. Bitch,
So
I
it
got a
almost got me in
job. Yeah.
This one says,
Hey, Officer Dan.
choo choo trains.
Train.
Don't put it back in. Just
Oh,
put it
I
out.
knew that. The gin. It's the
I
gin.
have not been a part of a train.
I
I sound boring as fuck today, but I'm okay with
Oh,
it.
it's so I haven't either, honestly. I feel like I thought that no, haven't.
You know, one
No trains
there,
over here.
There, I believe there was a time that I was part of a train, and
What
my best
happened?
friend told me that I was, and I know nothing of it.
Were you drunk?
I was drunk as fuck.
Okay.
And it was 2 guys, and she was like, "Yeah, I remember you were in the room with Creole." We call him Creole.
I was
'cause
gonna
he
say his mother named him Creole.
Nah, he was just real Creole. And then so this other friend came in and did whatever he needed to do, but by that time I think I was passed out. I was young.
That sounds like rape.
It was rape, probably, but like since I don't remember it, it don't really count for me. But she swear that happened. But I don't think I've ever had a train ran on me unless I wanted.
That is honestly, like, I'm a very sexual person. I can say that, and I'm open about it, and I enjoy being like that. I'm nasty as fuck. No trains for me. Ain't gonna be no.
No.
Come on,
I
right,
don't want to train.
I
don't
can
wanna
have a threesome
train.
with 2 dicks, but I don't think
I
it's a
can't
train.
have a threesome
wanna,
with 2 dicks because I do consider that a train.
I want a threesome with 2 dicks because I want double penetration, and I cannot find a black man that is comfortable with his dick being that close to
know
another
somebody-
We
woman.
know somebody. He was on the damn show.
Yeah, his name was Justin, and
He has a big dick. He has a nice body.
He enjoys double penetration. He doesn't mind if his balls.
You
clap.
posted him on Medinah, Brother to the Night.
Oh God, yes. He's
fine with it.
He
He'll
is
put
fine
his
with
dick
it.
in a hole
I
with
want
another
it
dick.
so bad, and I don't
But
want.
what do you
stop.
like about
I don't want the
it?
2 in the vagina. I want the one like the
One in
double
the pink, one in the stink.
Exactly. I want that.
But why? Like, I don't. What feels good about that?
I don't know what feels good about it yet.
She
That's what I
hasn't
want to
done it.
find
You
out.
have not done
I've
it.
never.
She wants to
I
do
want
it.
to do
Okay.
it, and I just want to try it. And if I don't like it, I'll never do it again. But I definitely want to give it a try.
Have you
I
all
don't
done
like
double penetration?
anal sex, and I mean I'll suck a dick, and I think I'm pretty good at it. But it's really not something that I enjoy that much. So that's why I'm not.
You
Yeah,
don't
like
enjoy it?
I like making somebody else feel good, but it's like I don't really have to do it. Like if I meet a guy who's not into head, like that's less of a chore. For me.
What? It's a chore?
Sometimes it feels like that, but I do it, and I do it enthusiastically, and nobody ever knows I don't like to do it. And every time I say, I really don't like doing this shit, I do it for you.
I mean,
I
I'm
don't
not
know
gonna
what my
lie.
problem
The
is.
older I get,
It's a lot of work.
I don't really want. Like this morning, we woke up and Carlos was like, "Hey, like, we just like give me head right now," and I was like, "No." And I got up and went to the shower.
That's so funny.
And I felt bad, so I'm gonna change my mind.
I
But I just like
remember-
the older I get, I just don't enjoy it.
I'm still gonna do it,
I
but
used
I
to
don't
like
it.
it. I don't
I
like
heard
it
an
anymore.
episode with
You
you
used to like-
guys where you
Yeah.
said that like your jaw or your mouth got tired or sore or something, and I'm like,
Let me
that
tell you,
never
though,
happens to
I have
me.
a treat, and I told you guys about it.
The
I'm
throat
about-
stuff.
Yes, the throat stuff. I want to show it again because you guys, this is amazing.
I don't have
You
a gag
spray it in your throat.
reflex.
Can you make another one?
Yes.
Like,
of
And it
course.
makes
Yeah,
your
I'ma do it like a
throat
triple,
numb. It's Doc
quadruple.
Johnson, Good
Give me
Head,
all
Mystical
that.
Mint.
The
They
lines
really
and
should pay me because I've been telling everybody and their mama about this stuff, and it really does make your. I mean, my tongue is numb now, so I hope I don't start like talking like an
Y'all,
idiot.
Kiki, we were out a couple weekends ago, and some dude came up to us, asked if we had some gum. Kiki gave him one of the numbing throat mints.
Oh my goodness, that's great.
I left those at home, but yeah, I did. I mean,
That's
they
great.
make your breath smell fresh, do
do.
they not? Like, imagine just a fresh, minty mouth.
And they made me feel like I could drink more. Like, it's kind of sobered me up to like,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Huh. That's when we were at Spin after the Booze and News? Huh, interesting. Okay, well, let me pull another one. All right, what do we have here? First experience with a woman. So everybody should have a story for this.
Have we
Who
all
wants
been
to
with
go
women?
first?
Yeah.
I'm not going first. I'm always going.
You don't have
looking
to
like,
go first.
Okay.
Okay, you want to go
This
first?
is the empty ones.
Okay.
My first experience with a woman.
I'm trying to remember.
pour.
Other lines.
My mouth is numb, you guys. I sprayed this the wrong way. It sprayed my cheek, not my throat. Fuck. Okay.
I really can't recall my first.
I remember my
experience
first
with a
one.
woman.
So I want y'all to think about it.
First experience with a woman. Okay.
That is
Y'all
sad.
think
I'ma
about
speak on
it.
While you
Okay.
tell yours.
So I decided once again, I had been reading and talking to my friends. Medinah had told me about her first girl-on-girl experience, and I was like, maybe I should try it. And then I had been reading some things and talking to some people, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. So I got on the internet. And I found somebody, and she was also like a trainer, so she had like a little class. And I was like, okay.
Also, she's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Is she fine though?
Where you find her?
On Tinder.
Okay.
So she's also a trainer, and I had sex with her a lot. But when I decided I was gonna have a threesome, so we had a threesome together. It was me, her, and at the time it was her boyfriend.
Were
now
you
they're
nervous?
married. No, I was more so anxious and excited about it. So I had been texting her, and she was like texting me all these pictures and videos, not of her. Like she sent me some of her, but she was sending me stuff, just like stuff from different websites and stuff. And then she was sending me videos from other sexual experiences she had had with other women and like threesomes and things like that. So I was kind of nervous about it. A little bit once the day actually arrived, but I was more so anxious than nervous. So I was just like, okay. So she was like, well, I'm gonna get you what you like to drink. She had the drinks there, her boyfriend was there, and she was like, well, this is how it's gonna work. he is going to stay in his living the
This bitch
living
had
room.
a plan.
Yeah, she's like, he'll stay up there, and if you don't feel comfortable, just like let us know, and it's fine. It's no big deal, but you can just come into the room with me. So he was just basically like our little manservant, which I was enjoying. He gave us massages. He brought us our drinks. He turned the music on. Everything was cool.
Was he fine? Be honest.
I mean, he had a
Like,
nice
who was
body.
finer,
His
her or
face, her.
Okay.
His face wasn't that great to me, but he had a great body. They're both trainers, among other things. And so they just had really tight bodies. So then I was feeling a little self-conscious because I'm like, y'all work out every day, all day, every day. But then I was like, whatever. I know I got a wet pussy and my mouth work. So whatever. So anyway, we were kissing, and like she ate my pussy really good, and then he came into the room and she was like, is it okay? And I was like, yeah, it's fine. And so we all had sex, and it was just amazing. And
So he had sex with you, and he had sex with her. You was eating pussy. You was
I did
sucking
everything.
dick.
And then afterwards she was like, are you sure that was your first time? I was like, yeah. She was like, you didn't act like it. I said, well, I just figured go hard or go home. But I did everything. Like, I ate her pussy. She ate my pussy. I kissed her. I didn't kiss him because I felt awkward about it because that was her boyfriend. And I wanted to have some boundaries, even though she didn't have none. They're married now. They have a kid. She was texting me talking about they just had a baby. And, you know, she's ready for everything to heal up so she can get back to having fun.
Hey, turn up.
Yeah, wow. I don't know. But I haven't had sex with them in like years. But every time I had sex with her, I had sex with him. It was always like a group thing.
It was never like a one-on-one.
Yeah, and she was like, you should be our girlfriend. But I was like, y'all ain't trying to pay my bills. So.
Yeah, like I'm not about to be pleasing two people.
That's a lot of work. But you know what? It was like, my experience was good because I didn't feel like I had to do a ton of work. They were both trying so hard to please me. And that's what I think made it so good. And I was just like, ooh. It's getting me hot. I still watch the videos sometimes because we made a couple videos.
Hornball.
I know.
Okay, do you have a?
So I remember now.
Okay.
It was actually with one of my best friends. I had a threesome.
Really?
Yep.
I could not do it with a friend.
I've done some things with some friends, but that's another story. We'll get there.
You know, some friends are absolute no, and I've done it, and it ended up tragic and awful. But this one particular friend is just, she's just like me. She's literally me as
Are
a
y'all
clone.
still friends?
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay.
I don't ever see it not being a thing where we're friends. But it was a long time ago. I was talking to this dude, and she was there, and she came in, and she wanted to watch, and ended up being her and I doing stuff, and him watching. And he tried to do some stuff, and we were kind of like, dude, can you give us some room? It was kind of like, you can go now.
Yeah.
And I didn't actually do anything that time. She did pretty much everything. Like I didn't eat her out that day. Most of the attention was mostly on me. So
that's the way I like for it to be. All the attention over here. I want to be
the centerpiece.
Yes.
There
Couldn't
you
think of
go.
the word.
My first girl experience. I'm gonna keep it short because, Kay, if you listen to the show, I always tell the story about women. My cocktails.
Your first woman experience?
My first woman experience was with a stripper, and I always talk about that.
Oh. Okay.
But it was with a stripper that works in Magic City.
Okay,
and,
I remember now.
She is one of my friends to this day. I mean, I think she was supposed to come on the show, and she stood us up anyways. But she was like, she was my first girl experience, and it was the perfect first girl experience because she was so like wrapped up in trying to make sure I was comfortable and making sure that I wasn't like, this bitch is a stripper, she's probably nasty.
Yeah.
Girl, she had her driver come pick me up. I was getting nervous. I was
She's
like,
great.
she treated me like how men treat women. Like, she sent the driver to come pick me up. I get there. She had like a bubble bath set. She was like, get a bath. And like, when you get out, I laid out like some clothes for you to like put on. It was like lingerie. Good bitch, I was nervous. I was like, what? I didn't bring
a lot.
Yeah, like, was I supposed to bring you something? Like, I
That's
didn't
funny.
know.
We're supposed to exchange gifts?
Yeah. I was like, should I have
Y'all
brought this?
anniversary.
I took the little bubble bath and like my hair got puffy. She had the flat iron already like set up to like get your flat iron.
Women know how to pay attention to detail.
She made me she made dinner. We had dinner, we talked, and then we went in the room and we had like girl sex, and
What-
I was
so
like,
kids-
So
Tell me
what
what
kind
she
of
look
girl
like.
sex did you
she's
have?
beautiful.
Like, was she more a girly girl?
She's a girly girl.
Okay,
I don't.
nice.
I don't
I like
do
those
the
ones.
even after her. Like I've never. Okay, not even I'll say never. Never say never. But like I don't do like the butchy stuff. I don't like that. If I want to be with a man, I want to be with a man. I don't want to be
Yeah,
with a girl that looks like a
agreed.
man.
Okay.
So every woman that I have been with, they're bad bitches. She was a bad bitch. She put on some
Nice.
red bottom. She gave me a dance. I was like,
Hey,
God
that is
damn.
great.
It was like my first girl on girl experience was actually perfect.
Can you tell me that story and let me rewrite it on my
Absolutely.
website? I think I would really love to write that.
Yeah.
I think so
Okay.
too, because she done told me a few times, and that was a good.
I don't think I heard that episode.
story. Well, I don't know if
It-
she told
I
all
always
the
tell, like,
details, but I
different-
remember her just telling me, because we've been friends for years, and her telling me about it. and I
Yeah,
was just
so
like-
let me
And I
do
thought-
And then
that.
we went to Magic
Yeah.
City, and you showed me who she was, and I
And
was
she
just
would,
like,
when I would go to
okay.
Magic City, like with my niggas, like with dope boys and shit, like she would just come and give me free dances, and she was like hot shit there, and like they would be like, I mean, like, oh, I didn't know you were Pam, and I'd be like, oh, you'll just see what happens. Like, I like started becoming a part of her act. Like I was
That
like,
is nice.
that's crazy.
That's a good one.
It was so funny because I ended up having to call into work the morning after because we were eating so much pussy that I had a crook in my neck, and it was like a permanent.
What?
It was like a permanent crook, and I was like, shut up. Is it my turn?
Probably not, but you can keep reading.
I
them.
don't remember if I said
It's
that
your
or you
turn.
said that.
She said it. You should.
You said
Oh,
it.
I said it. Then it is your turn.
Okay.
Did you? Oh,
Strap-ons.
No.
Oh man, I did, and I suck.
Did you wear it
My
or did
stroke
you?
game is whack.
Ah!
I give men so much props.
Oh, you
for
did a strap
what-
on a man?
No, on a woman, but I'm
Oh.
saying a man in his throat game.
I don't think
I
I'll
didn't
be
realize
good
how
at
much
it.
work it was, bitch. No, I am awful.
I
I've tried
read
on
that
2 separate occasions.
Men burn more calories during sex than women do, and I think that stroke is a lot. Like, again, I'm not afraid to tap out. I'm not too
Kiki,
proud.
when I
I'm
tell
afraid
you,
to tap out.
it is so much work. You need a good core. You need a
You need
good,
good everything.
plank strategy.
You need rhythm.
You need rhythm.
And you still need to look
You gotta
good.
hold the bitch thighs up. Like, it's a lot of fucking work. I was like,
and
yo,
don't
this
let
ain't
her
for
be
me.
too big.
This
like,
ain't for me. So yes, I've had an experience with a strap on, and again, it's with the best friend with my first female experience. So she had moved.
You were fucking her
I
with the
was
strap
fucking
on.
her,
did
but not fucking her because I didn't. It was really bad. I was like, I'm sorry, this just isn't. I can't. I'm
I'm
not-
good with my hands and my tongue. Like,
So
fuck the
basically, you're
strap
whack
on.
as fuck.
I'm whack as fuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never put the strap on and fuck
Me
somebody, and
either.
I won't to this day. I'm not gonna do that shit.
I've
don't
definitely done
wanna
a
do
man
it.
too, and I was good at that because he was bent over the bed, and then I was
wait,
able to just stand up.
back up. Can you tell us that story?
I did.
Read her.
Pegtastic. Pegtastic.
What happened?
I wrote about it. The friend that I came over, he opened up to me and wanted.
Oh,
to
and
do
he
it.
said that he wanted to try it. Okay. Nobody has ever told me they wanted to try it. I think I would have a whack stroke game too.
No,
Like,
yeah.
that's hard. Like I,
Mhm.
Cause
I
like,
want you to try it
It's
just so
a
you can
fake
see.
dick. It doesn't bend.
It doesn't
like
do
I
anything
feel
for
like
you.
I'm really good with my fingers, you know. So like I
With
can
the
make
nails?
even with the nails.
So,
I know that's scary, right?
I know.
But well,
I don't get my
I'll
nails
save.
done for
Maybe
the
I'll
reason
save
of my
that story
major
for my actual
masturbation.
cocktail at the end about
Okay.
what happened with
Well,
these
I had a
nails.
strap-on experience, but it was with a girl, and it was.
You
this
put
is-
it on? No.
No, I'm not putting a strap-on on. Like I'm not. I like having a vagina. I don't want to fake like I have a dick. I'm weird.
I feel you. I'm the
I-
same way.
This was a girl that I was dealing with, and she was actually like the first type of. She wasn't full butch though. Like she was definitely like if we were to be together, she would be the duty one. But like
I like that word.
she still wore makeup, so it was weird. But one night we had a drunken night, and she pulled out that strap on. I was scared as shit.
Was
She
it
fucked
big?
the shit out you.
Girl, it was big and it was white, and I was like, "You're black. Like, what are we doing?"
There are so many black
That would
dicks
have
out there on
thrown
the
me
market.
all the way off.
No.
There's so many black dicks.
There's so
I
many,
was
bitch. I got
just in
4.
Tokyo
She could have emailed
Valentine.
me like, send me one of your black dicks. I got the 8, the 10, the 12, and the 7. So she could have asked for either one of them.
a purple one, a pink one.
But you know, with sex, you can't do that to people because then you make them feel weird, and then I don't want to make nobody feel weird. So I'm just laying
it's
there,
so
like,
easy to get
Aw.
uncomfortable.
She put a condom on it, and I was like, "Well, bitch, am I gonna get pregnant?"
Well, no, I put condoms on my dildos too
No, they
because it's
say.
just like the.
Well, that's what she told me because afterwards I definitely asked. I was like, "You're putting condoms on the shit? Like, does come out of it? Is that a new feature?
Bitch, I cannot with you.
Is that a feature? Anyway.
No, it's to keep you safe.
Wouldn't it be cool though if they made dildos that ejaculate?
No, it wouldn't.
It would be so funny.
No, it would not.
Like a stud ass bitch, like, oh, I'm about to bust on your
And
face.
it just comes.
I don't want to fuck.
And you could change the flavors, like chocolate and strawberry. No, but that wasn't the case.
Okay, with Charles Vaughn do dicks.
We're starting a business. It is gonna be ejaculating dildos.
Yeah,
Coining it.
She strapped up and she wrapped up, and then she
Wrapped up and wrapped
I was
up.
just laying there like, is it gonna hurt? Because like, you know, dicks move to your body, and that's
And
the
they're
one thing
warm.
I could never get used to a fake
And
peen.
gushy,
Like
soft.
fake peen. I was sitting there acting like I was enjoying it, and I was like,
Oh,
doing
you didn't like it?
No, because it doesn't move.
Mental.
It's
And
like
your mental wasn't
hard and
there.
it's cold. So there's only so much I can do with a big, hard, cold pipe in me. So
I
I
hear
like
that.
the warmth of it.
the
Me
warmth,
too.
like, and it
Even-
moves with you. If you move with a strap on, like you turn around on it, it hurts.
Yeah, because it's gonna move with you. There's no flexibility. It's
Right.
nothing. That's
You gotta
why
get the right dildo.
even when I buy sex toys, because you guys know I love my sex toys, I really just like the vibrators that are for clitoral stimulation.
Me too.
I don't really want to put it inside. I save that for the real thing.
Yeah.
Like even if it's gonna be a while.
Okay.
There is a candy bedroom one that I use that goes inside. It's a G-spot one, and I normally insert that on vibrate, and I use my vibrator on my clit, and bitch, spew, like straight. That's the only thing that makes me squirt when I'm by myself. Like if I do the G-spot toy and the vibrator on my
You're
clitoris.
a G. I can't do too much. I just
Girl, I wish I had 3 hands. So
No, I can't because I be trying to prop my phone up to watch the porn or my old videos, and I got one hand doing one thing. It's too much, and then I'm only gonna last about 4 minutes. Like I'm just like, ooh, I made it. All right, let's
This
take a shower and go
one-
to work.
What time is it?
3:30, girl.
Yes.
Okay.
So this one says bondage, and I've definitely been there.
Have you? Give us a story.
No. Okay, look at this. Okay, so first I'm going to tell you the first story that you can go on my blog, www.melanamilk.com,
Is
to
this
read
when you went to
this
Texas?
part 1, part 2, part 3. So you can read that one. A quicker story is of a guy who I actually don't talk to anymore. And if you're listening, you can stop
Aw.
calling me because we're probably not going to talk again.
Damn.
But I respect you. So just keep doing your thing, but just not with me. But he did come over and do me right. Actually, nope. The other dude that came over did me even better. So, shit, I shouldn't say his name.
It's okay.
So another dude came, tied me up, had like these neon lights and just set the whole scene. I mean, it was great. I mean, it was, oh God, if you've never been tied up and blindfolded and you don't know what's going on, you don't know what's touching you,
I haven't
you
done
don't
that.
know.
I haven't either. I've
Y'all.
actually never done that.
And I want to.
It is it is so good
What makes it so good?
because you don't know what's happening.
Okay.
Like you think
everything is a surprise.
You think that it was his tongue, or you think that it was a dildo, or you think that it was that, but it's something totally different. And if you're just envisioning what you think is happening, it's kind of like you're watching the porn that you love the most on like what you enjoy watching, and then it's happening to you live. So it's a combination of self-masturbation and being with the partner that you mostly want to be with. So, I mean, he had me, or I don't know how many times I came, and it was like,
You have the best sex life.
I'm not a bragger, and I'm not that person, but I genuinely can say I don't have bad sex. Like, even if I get a dude who's whack, I still have good sex
I don't.
because I know I can like flip it. Like, I'll be like, that ain't gonna work. We gonna do this. Like, I'll take control. I'll
Have
get
you
on top.
always been that way?
No.
How did you get to that point?
I
Because if I
think-
am fucking a whack ass nigga, it's just like, all right, I'm just gonna figure out what I can do to hurry up and get him to come, and then it's just like a one and done
Yeah.
situation.
So I think a combination of research,
mm-hmm.
experience, hearing other people's experiences,
Yeah.
having my blog,
Yeah.
and talking to different people. A combination of that has taught me, and masturbating. Masturbating is definitely key. So I know
That's
what
key.
pleases me and what will get me to the top. So if it's gonna take, I will tell you, just come finger me, while I use my vibrator, or I'll be like, just put it in my ass because you got like a 4.5 inch, like that will work. Or if I'm like, oh, just suck on my right nipple and play with my clit. Like I'll figure out a way to make this happen so that it'll be good.
All right, next one, getting paid for sex.
Okay. Can we
be honest?
Can we break it down? Because
Break it down into what?
Like food, movie, like, gifts.
yeah, because it's like I've never had like a situation where it's like
Hand on, or money on the
here's
counter, hand to
this is
hand.
like, yeah, or even some shit like where it's like you call and you're like, I'm gonna give you $500 for you to come over here and suck this dick real quick. Like that's inappropriate for me. Like that's never have happened. But there has been situations in my young thoughty years where money was given and trips were paid for, and I knew it was because of sex, but it was unspoken.
Nope, don't count.
That doesn't count.
Don't
to
count.
Me, that doesn't
and
count.
there's
it's
a lot
like,
of women who say it counts, but I say
I say it
does
doesn't
not
count. If you
I'm glad it don't count.
If you know that to get money out of a nigga, you have to go fuck him, or you have to go suck his dick, or do some sort of sexual favor. To
and
me,
get
that
it right
counts.
after, or they put it on the nightstand, or
even if
something
it ain't
like
what
that.
you asked for, to me that counts. But if it's like you happen to have sex with a guy, you know he paid, you know he got a ton of disposable income, and he might break you off, but it's not something that you guys have talked about. But you fuck him, and then he gives you some money, and it's like, oh, you and your girls go shopping, or you and your girls, like, to me, that's totally different. I'll start while y'all try and figure out, what rules you want to talk about or whatever.
So funny.
I never had that one.
But getting paid. So there was a guy that I know, and I didn't do it, but I feel like he was trying to pay me for sex, and I almost felt like he thought that something extra was going to go on. So this is what happened. He calls me up, and he's like, hey, what are you doing, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, I'm at work. What's up? So we have a little chit-chat, and he was like, I want you to come down to Savannah. And I was just like, okay, first of all, why are you in Savannah? Second of all, no, it's the middle of the week. I have a job and my own life. The fuck? So he was like, why would you come down here? And you always complain about how I don't give you any money. Well, I'm trying to get you some money. And I was like, well, how are you going to get me some money in Savannah? And he was like, well, just come down here. Like, find the flight that you want and I'll pay for it. Just find a flight and send me the information, or I'll send you my card.
Were you uncomfortable, or were you like, oh shit, I'm ready for
I was
this?
uncomfortable because I'm like, what the fuck are you getting at? Because I was feeling like, wait a minute. Do you think that you're my pimp and I'm your hoe? Like, what do you mean? Find a flight and come down here so I can help you get some money. What are you gonna help me get money do? I don't offer a service to people. It's not like I do makeup. I don't do hair. I don't do nails. What the fuck am I coming to Savannah to do? And then you got me talking to Billy Bob Thornton on the phone. Not real Billy Bob Thornton, but some man who probably is Billy Bob's third cousin second cousin through
Billy
marriage.
Bob Thornton, though?
Because that's what he sounded like, and he was down in Savannah eating bullshit. So anyway, he was just like, oh, talk to my friend, and I'm talking to the friend. The friend's like, well, you should come down here, and you ain't never been to Savannah. And I was just like, you disrespectful little bitch. Don't you ever call me and ask me to come to some bumfucking Egypt town like Savannah to come get some money. Like, what am I coming to get money doing? And he was like, you need to calm down. You're being so dramatic. You're always so dramatic, and that's why we have issues. Well, fuck you, bitch. We don't have no more issues. So I think he was trying to pimp me out, low-key.
But you didn't actually let him pimp you out.
No, I didn't. I stayed right here, and I came and I recorded the show. And then he was like, can I come on the show? No, fuck you and your bullshit.
I wouldn't be a good prostitute.
That is
I wouldn't.
funny.
I wouldn't. You can't do just any old thing.
And I
talk to
can't
me
just
any
fuck
kind of
any
way.
old body. So
I be getting an attitude, and don't let me drink.
So do we want this to be the last one, and then we go to Indecisive
more.
Diane?
Two more.
You do one, and she does
Okay.
one.
So this one is Blumpkins.
What is a Blumpkin?
I knew you would ask. I knew you.
A black pumpkin.
Do you know what a Blumpkin is?
I do not.
So
Did you make this up?
no, this
I've
is
heard
real.
it before. I've heard the
this
word
is
Blumpkin,
white
but-
people shit, and I'm learning.
never
My
heard
boyfriend
of it.
taught me this. So Blumpkin is when he. Do you know what Blumpkin is? Do you know what Blumpkin is? Julia.
Nobody fucking knows.
So niggas don't. I didn't know what
Educate
it was
us.
either. So a Blumpkin is when like your dude is taking a shit and you
Nope.
suck his dick while he's on the toilet.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Fuck
on
out of
Horrible
here.
Has
a little
anyone? I've never done a Blumpkin, and Carlos, when he was bringing me here, like we were talking about Blumpkins, and I was like, babe, if you ever ask me to do
I
a
actually want to
fucking
throw up
Blumpkin.
thinking about it. No,
I told him, I said, if I decided that I'm gonna blump you, and you, and I'm sitting here
I'm a
blumping you.
Somebody sent us a cocktail, remember? And they did it.
Say
I
what?
didn't know there was a name for that shit, but I guess there's a name for
called a
everything.
Blumpkin.
no,
and-
ma'am.
Girl, I'm telling you,
That is
right?
the most disrespectful shit ever. Like I don't. No.
Because
won't
here's
happen.
the thing. Like if you're taking shit and I'm blumping you, like I said, and you splashes on my face, I'm
Oh God!
Could you imagine?
Oh my God!
I'll kill you.
You got feces all in your teeth and
I'll kill
shit.
you.
Stop. We're done.
And I will happily tell the police what happened.
No,
Is
man.
there an
Nigga.
opposite, like Blumpkinette? Like if a girl is sitting on his toilet taking a shit and he eating her out?
I don't know how that's possible, Kay.
That's gonna be a motherfucking
He gotta get
Blumpkinette,
down in there.
and I'm about to make that a thing, and a motherfucker's about to come over and eat me while I shit, and it's gonna
Let
be
us
a morning
well, I'm gonna
shit.
keep watching your website
After
to see
eating
how
chili.
Last one.
while he eating.
All right, we gotta make this a
Lord.
good one. This is a thick one. I like them thick. So. Oh, this is the perfect one for me because I can double it. Fuck the man 10 years plus older than you.
Yes. Have you? Yes.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, girl. I
Girl,
like old ass men.
I love old ass man, girl.
You don't
that's
gotta
my
teach
age.
them nothing. You don't
Nothing.
gotta explain shit. They got it. They were born in a
No,
time where they don't
seriously.
have daddy issues. The niggas just
Yep.
get it.
I think it like when a man comes to me and he's like 27, 28, 29, and he's like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, how old are you? Because they look young, and he's like, I'm 27. I'm like,
You laugh in their face.
I feel like I could be their mom. Like, and I'm only 27. So it's like, I need to get it together. I have issues because I cannot take a man my age serious or younger than me.
I mean, I can. I'm not going to say that. I can, but I will say the men that and it hasn't been many, but the men that I have dealt with that were 10 plus
Have been
older
amazing.
than me that could probably leave me some type of like funding when they die. They were like,
Were they
worth
10
it.
plus
Yeah.
or 40 plus?
Girl.
You said leave some type of money like
65?
that was long money.
Damn,
like
that
they're
bitch
not
can
gonna be
get
worried
them
about their
good meals
kids.
at IHOP.
Okay.
They were
Bitch.
pluses. Like,
Sophisticated dick.
Damn.
like I've dealt with like the plus where it's just like I learned sexual things, and I've dealt with the plus
Life.
where it's like you learn financial things. I learned with the plus where it's like you learn like parenting things. Like I've dealt with some pluses in my life.
Have
and
you been with a 50-year-old and plus?
absolutely.
How
And,
old is the oldest?
Well, that'll be another episode.
No, I want to know now.
I've definitely been like teeter-tottering at like the 60,
Okay, so like 58,
like 59.
59.
Maybe he was 60. He was old as fuck.
Okay, so
he had grandchildren.
okay,
Like what I'm trying to say is
He was much older than
he was
you.
much older, and I don't like. I probably won't end up with you.
yeah, but it's fun and it's a good experience.
It is.
They treat you right, girl.
I've
Trust me.
never had sex with a man that old, but I have been on dates and been around them, and it's like they didn't
fuck
even
the shit out
try.
you.
Well, they didn't even try to have sex with me, and I enjoyed it because it was like they tried to get to know me, and they did all that game, that courting shit that the young niggas don't always want to
That's
do.
what makes
And
the
it was
sex
wonderful.
great.
Like I went on fabulous trips, and I had fabulous experiences, and they were telling me a lot about life and business
Yeah.
because they had earned their money. It wasn't like they went and played football and got a whole bunch of millions of dollars off of nothing. It was like they built themselves up, and they had kids, and they're like, yeah, my daughter is your age, and I bought her this.
Yeah.
If you play your cards right. But I obviously don't know how to play cards right, so
And that's the thing. I don't know how to play my cards right either. The bitches out here
I'm
that
working
are out
on
here,
it.
Bitches that are out here like the Shanika Adams of the world.
I know,
like
right?
just like fucking with rich niggas all the time, old ass rich niggas. I can do it for a period of time.
But then I'm over it.
Then when that like 31-year-old comes walking by with his
and you're
Yes.
sitting
That
over
one
here
is
looking ugly,
beautiful.
and he looking over here fine. Like it's different.
Bro, I gotta go. Like that's how that
I
goes.
feel you.
Yeah. That was a good
Yeah,
one.
I've had sex with somebody 10 plus years older than me, and I enjoyed it. I feel like they have more experience.
They have way
And they
more
know
experience.
this is the
and
thing.
it just feels
They
better.
take
They're
more
not.
time. They don't
Yeah.
rush, and I think the younger niggas they rush and they care more about their nut than they do our
And then
nut. And the older men, they are so like they look at the way your body twitches when he does this one thing with his tongue.
But
and
not
they pay
even that.
attention.
It's
They
just
look
so
at you
great.
like, dang, like when is the next time I'm gonna get a young
yes,
tenderoni like
and they're
this?
like, damn,
and then
I
you're
love
just
the way
feeling
you look.
yourself.
Oh God, that's what it is.
I mean, it feels
probably.
good, but I'll still say nothing has changed. The best sex I've ever had in my entire life was somebody who's only like 3 or 4 years older than me. I don't even really know how old that nigga is.
How old are you?
29.
So he was like 32, 3.
I mean, no, this was a few years ago. I don't know how old he is now. I forget. But he fine as fuck, and his dick is great, and like it's just always great.
because younger niggas
He's
ain't
not
had enough
much older
experience
than
to
me.
know how to work it.
He's had enough experience because he's probably a whole
Well,
asshole
look,
out
if you
here.
know how to do it, you just know how to
You know
do
how to,
it.
and it's good. Trust me.
How
like
many
if I
rounds?
could share,
Mr. Everything told me I'd be tapping out every time. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you fell asleep.
I fall asleep every time. It's like I can go maybe
I'd nut in your eye just to wake you up. Like, that shit would
And bitch,
irritate me.
I would not
Like,
even be mad. I would not even be mad. I'd just be like, all right, well, I'm up. Well, let's go again. So now I guess it's time for us to move on
That is
to
right.
Indecisive Diane.
Yes.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to Indecisive Diane. Diane.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
Indecisive Diane. Diane, what type of date idea do you have for us today, girl? You've been giving us the money.
Hey ladies, it's me, Indecisive Diane, and today what I want to give you, it's not really a place where you're going to go. It's a place where you're going to go in your bedroom. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, but give us details.
So listen, tonight if you have a man, or maybe even if you're going on a date with your man that you don't even know, give him a surprise. You know what I mean?
Okay, like what do you mean?
So this is what I mean. I want you to take him in your bedroom, have some nice lingerie, have some strawberries with some whipped cream sitting there, and show him the time of his life. You know what I mean? Like, guys deserve that.
I totally get what you mean, Diane, but do you think every man deserves
that?
Okay, well, we'll have an episode about that. I disagree with that, but okay, girl, if that's what you going with, that's what you going with.
All right, ladies, fuck your mans tonight. Bust it wide open and do it good. He deserves it.
Thanks, Diane.
No problem, ladies. Bye.
Okay, so as a listener of this fucking podcast, I never knew how this happened.
You were trying to figure it out.
Oh my God! It's so great. I thought you did it.
No, it's Medinah.
I thought
That's why
you
she
did
talks.
it, and
Every
she
time
was
she's
the
the one who
regular
talks.
talker.
No,
I
it's
am
Medinah.
so mind fucked right now. I don't know what
We
to
won't
do.
tell everybody, but
Oh my
it's her.
God! That
They
was
saw it.
so fucking great.
I love it. I love that you thought it was great because I'd be wondering, like, do people
It's
be like, when
funny
it gets
that
to
they
Diane,
think
are
it's
they
me.
like,
No, I
And you
swear
talking.
I
That's
thought
funny.
Kiki was doing it. You
But
were
I'm glad-
like, okay, calm down. Like,
Well, no, I think it's so funny that like one time my friend Jen, she wants to come in and sit in, and she was like, "What's the
should
deal?"
come.
She was like, "What's the deal with Diane?" I was like, "What do you mean?" She was like, "Sometimes I feel like she has an attitude with you," and I was like, I was like, "Girl, just come sit in one day."
That's funny. I bet people really be thinking I'm the one that has the attitude with you,
and it's so
really
funny 'cause
just
I
you talking to
hate
your damn
her.
self.
I hate Diane, but
I've seen
love
people
her.
say that, be like, Diane isn't even indecisive. Like,
I
fuck
hate her, but she's so like it's like one of the things that you hate to love. Like, of course you're gonna listen to it. It's funny, but she's so annoying that you're like, shut the fuck up.
She's like, "Bitch, what you talking about? Shut your ass up."
That's funny.
that's
Okay,
great.
well, moving right along, it's time for advice before we do our grandiose cocktails and get out of here. So I'll start. The first advice letter, remember, if you want some advice, to email us at cocktales.atl@gmail.com. So the first one says, help, I'm a gold star lesbian. Up until about a month ago, my girlfriend, who's bisexual, has been begging for a threesome, and I finally gave in. Now we have a problem. That nigga fucked the shit out of me, and now I've been craving dick. A real one, not a toy. The sex was amazing. He fucked both of us, and his head was even good. I've never been into men, and now I'm totally confused. It was my girl's idea, but now I want this to be a regular thing. We fucked him a few times so far, and now I'm considering asking my girl to invite him to a three-way relationship, even if it's just for the sex. How do you think I can convince her? She already likes men, so hopefully it won't be too hard. Signed, confused as fuck.
Wait, was that a man?
That was a woman. She's in a lesbian relationship.
she
She's
fucked a
only
dude.
ever been with women.
And she just got dick
But
down real good.
Yes.
And now she's want to have a threesome with her homegirl.
No, it's her girlfriend.
Her girlfriend.
They had a
Okay.
threesome, and the nigga fucked the shit out of them. And they've done it a few more times, but she's like, I want this to be like normal. Like, I want it to be a regular thing. So like, how can I convince her? Because she's bisexual. She's already into men. She introduced this.
Girl, she
like,
got the perfect scenario set up already.
Girl, I think you just need to tell her. She
just need
might
to
be
be
all
like,
right with
no,
it.
she's totally down with it. You just need
He
to
gonna
talk
be down
about
with it because like most niggas like girls who like girls.
Yeah,
and
that's
he
an
gonna
easy
like
one.
to fuck both
Yeah,
of
that
y'all.
really is an easy one.
Especially if you're okay with it just being a sexy. Your feelings probably gonna get caught
Like
up.
she can
I
bring it
didn't
up
realize
jokingly.
I didn't realize the girlfriend liked dick also. If
She's
didn't,
bisexual.
I was like, you're gonna
Yeah.
get murdered. But
Right.
The girlfriend is bisexual. The main girl is feeling confused because she's only ever been with women. And this was her first man experience. You probably gonna act crazy, girl.
Take your girl out on a date. Y'all go have some drinks, smoke some hookah. You have a nice dinner and bring it up and just be honest on what it is that you want. And she probably won't have a problem with it, especially since she's bisexual. You're good.
You're about to have the time of your life. Send us a cocktail.
Don't send us a video. Shit. What you mean?
I don't mind a video, but send it to us after you talk to her and she says, "All right, we can do this."
She's
like,
gonna
y'all
say,
gonna be
"All right."
happy as fuck.
But that dick better really be good. Don't be having your girl get dick down.
And she gonna
for
be
some
like,
whack
bitch, what the
dick.
fuck was that?
Right?
Because what if it's whack and the girlfriend is like, "That dick wasn't even good. I had
But didn't they
better."
do it already?
They did it already. The girl ain't never been with a man, so that was her first dick. But the girlfriend has been with
Right,
men
so they
before.
both enjoyed it,
So
obviously.
this nigga can
So,
really
yeah.
be wet. Okay.
He could.
So here's the next one. She says, "Hey, ladies, my boyfriend and I live together, and we have for a while now. He recently sat me down and told me he misses when I used to be sexy in bed for him. I was super embarrassed, even though he told me not to be. He said when he comes home, he hates when I'm in the bed with my hair wrapped and my sweatpants on. He said it turns him off. He tried to be as polite as possible about it, but my feelings are still kind of hurt. Should I just start being more sexy when I go to sleep? Or should I tell him I work hard and I be tired and I'm natural and I can't sleep with my hair out all the time? What would you do?"
Can I go first?
Yes.
Okay. I think she needs to make sacrifices, and that is what relationships are about. If you're going to decide to be in a relationship, you need to decide to make sacrifices, and at least you can do it twice a week. He would appreciate that 2 times a week versus you never fucking doing it. So if you want to keep your man happy, you do what the fuck he want, and it will not hurt your ass to do it at least once or twice a week. So just do it. I don't understand why that's even a question. Like, just do it.
Kiki?
I kind of agree with her. I'm just like, a couple of nights a week, even if it's not every night.
Girl, don't do that shit
You're
every
gonna
night.
have
That's
to
crazy.
You're going to have to stay up a little bit later. Like, go ahead and have your sexy times with your man. And then if you still want to wrap your hair up at night,
Do it.
wrap it up after he falls asleep.
Yep.
And it's okay because I'm quite sure he's making little sacrifice for
you.
Now, if he's not,
Then fuck
that's
that
another
nigga.
story.
Right.
Yeah,
or wake
fuck
up
him.
early. Wake up a little bit
Yeah.
early and do what you need
brush
to
your
do for
teeth,
maintenance.
rinse out,
And this is what I'm going to say, girl.
untwist your twist out.
I definitely agree with the 2 other women that said that. Like 2 nights out of the week.
That's fair.
Like, you can don't go to bed every night looking like Aunt Jemima. But I
Right.
get it. When you're natural, you're trying to keep your hair healthy, and I totally get it. Get a silk pillowcase if you can. And then the nights that you are going to decide to not wrap your hair, make sure it's like the night that you wash your hair or a night after, because no one really likes washed curls. Like, I don't know about y'all, but like if you're natural, when I wash my hair, the next day my curls just are naturally just not going to be cute. It takes like 3 days after a wash for them to be cute. So like make sure you do it like after your wash day, and then you're good.
And one more thing.
I can't do the twist out, so my hair is just how it is. Like, I washed my hair this morning. This is it. I can't do the twist out because I can never sit still enough for the twist out. I be wanting my twist outs like yours, but I can't sit still long enough to let my hair dry. So I just have to wash it and be like, well, bitch, this is me.
This what you get.
Another thing
natural.
she can do is like Pinterest a pinup style for natural hair.
True.
Something that's sexy so that you can be sexy and you can wrap your head up, but it'll be a double.
Or this might work for you. You might go to sleep without your hair wrapped, and then you wake up with your hair looking crazy in the morning.
and it's sexy.
And then, or it's ugly, and he's like,
We about to play Tarzan and Jane.
Yeah, role play that shit. Role play it. It's a mess. Like,
passing that ball?
yeah, pass your what? This? Oh, okay. And those were our advice letters. Here we go. So now we are going to go to cocktails.
But if he ain't got a buck, I won't cup him. Spend 100 on me, it ain't nothing. Run a double D, so stuck it. Back to the point. Is it some cash in this place? If it is, I'll probably stick the stats in your face, turn around. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe, was a hoe.
Oh my! I feel like we've done told all our damn cocktails.
We told so many.
I got so many more.
Do you?
Oh God, yeah. I was
Okay, so
you
tell us your best cocktail that you have that you want to share. I was
Okay.
trying to get the little pail so I could get some inspiration.
You two pick one.
I was like, what?
So, because I told Medinah, I have made a memo pad with checklists of which stories I want to talk about. So you guys tell me which one you want to hear.
Okay.
So you want to hear, you gonna suck this dick? Or do you want to hear mixtape sex? Or do you want to hear office sex?
Office sex.
Office
Definitely
sex.
office
Okay.
sex.
Office sex it is.
Okay.
Okay. So this is when I first moved here. Not Atlanta, Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
And I was working for this company. I won't say the name. But she had like a small business. She's actually very successful. I mean, this bitch is making like $300,000 a month. Like she's making a month. And I was her assistant.
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing pretty much everything for her. So I was working at her this apartment home she had set up as an office. She had cameras and everything set up, blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude that I had been talking to, I'm gonna say his name because hey Corday, okay, because he was a hood nigga that I just met, and he's so funny. And it was his birthday, and I was busy later that day, and I wasn't gonna be able to see him the next day. And I was like, well, you can come through, because I'm the only one working in the office, and give it to me. But I'm like, fuck, there's cameras, so. So I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? Huh? How did I get around it, you ask? Okay, so I'm on the computer. I'm trying to figure out a way I can get past it. So I get up, I go to the bathroom, and I see the electricity box.
But she turned the power off.
Bitch, I turned the power off. I turned the power off. I text my boss, and I was like, oh my God, the power went out. I don't know what happened. So I text Corday, and I was like, come through, Corday, come through. Hurry up. You only got maybe 45 minutes max. And she was like, oh, that's crazy. Let me call the energy company because, I may have forgotten to pay the bill. So I was like, okay, it's fine. I could just chill out for a second. Just let me know. So this woman is on the phone with motherfucking Excel Energy or whoever the company is. And Corday gets over there, and we are fucking all over this office. I mean, I throw everything off the desk. I'm bent over the desk. He's like, fuck me. He's so turned on at this point because he's like, the adrenaline and like the environment is just turning him on. And I mean, he has great peen. So he's just like going deep. And I was like, I mean, we was on a desk, on the floor. We was on the kitchen counter, all over the place. And then we're done, and we're like passed out on the floor, just laying down. And I hear my phone buzzing.
Y'all in the office.
I'm in the office, right? So my phone, I hear it buzzing. You know how it's vibrating on the desk, and you hear zzz, 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 zzz. So I go grab it, and she's like, oh, the power should be back on now. They said they rebooted the system, but there shouldn't be any issues. And I was like, it's still not on, but let me just switch the flicks really quick and see if it just recharges. Mind you, the dude Corday had to come in through the window because I couldn't open there was like a cameras outside of the apartment complex right in the front. So I was like, just to cover all my motherfucking tracks, I was like, you gonna have to come through the window. So, because I can't turn that power off. So anyways, he came through the window. So then I let him go out the front door. Girl, I was serious. I was ready to give it to him for his birthday. So that is my office sex memo. Turn the power back on. And I told her, oh, it's back on. We're all set now. Thanks.
So we have talked a lot on the show about what we want when it comes to a threesome. So me and Medinah are very different. Medinah wants somebody who doesn't look as good as her. I want somebody who looks as good as me or better.
Okay.
It cannot be below. Well, somebody invited me to a threesome with a bitch that didn't look as good as me. And I was highly offended. And I was upset. And I was like, you want me to do what? You say she gonna do what to who?
Hey!
You said she gonna do what to who?
Let's find out.
See, Cardi B.
Okay. Well, Kiki W was not really feeling it because I was just like, first of all, this bitch has stretch marks all over her stomach and it's saggy, right? And if you have stretch marks, and that's fine for you, but I don't want to see somebody.
That's not what you're attracted to.
It's not what I'm attracted to. I didn't want to look at a woman who looked like she had 7 kids. And that's what it felt like to me. Maybe she only had one. Maybe she never used vitamin E. Maybe she wasn't moisturizing her skin. I don't know. But
you gotta moisturize. You gotta moisturize. You gotta serum. You gotta exfoliate.
Sometimes, and I went to the doctor with my sister, and he said a part of that is genetic. So maybe it was just her genetic makeup. I don't know. I don't give a goddamn because I'm not the one who put a baby in her. But somebody put a baby in her and left her scarred for life. And so I'm looking like, okay, this ain't that cute. Her makeup cute, but that's all I got for this girl. Like, you think I want to fuck her, and then you think I want to eat her pussy? Like, no. So then I'm like, come here, because we need to have a talk. Like, we've had this conversation before, and I told you I was okay with a threesome, and I'm talking to him just like this. But I told you what I like, and you didn't heed to what I like.
I love this. Can I just say that I love this?
You want me to finger bang a bitch who I would never talk to.
Not even as a friend.
And so he was like, well, I didn't think you would be mad at her. She's a beautiful girl. She cute or whatever, but she ain't a bad bitch, and I want to fuck a bad bitch. If you can't get a bad bitch, well, bitch, you just stuck with me. So, and that's it. You're not about to get another bitch. Like, it ain't going to be no three-way. So I was like, well, she's here, and I don't want her to feel embarrassed because it's not her fault. It's your fuck up. But I want to show you something because you think that you can fuck this bitch and you can make her come, and we're about to make this competition. Who can do it first, right? So I was like, well, I got to have fun with this because she's already here, and, you know, girl power. I didn't want to be so rude to her and be like, bitch, you gotta go, even though that's how I felt,
because that's mean.
Yeah, but I was just like, I'm not about to really for real fuck her, but I want to see if I can make her come quicker than he can, right? So we turned into a competition. It was a little game and it was fun. So he fucked her, and I was just like, you're not fucking me because I'm turned off that you fucked her before you fucked me. Like, I didn't tell you which order this was going in, and now I'm mad, but it's all right. So I was like, I bet I can make her squirt, right? So I have these nails. This was it was not these nails. I just got my nails done today, but I had nails like this because I like to have my nails long. Mm-hmm. So I decided I was going to play a little bit with her clit, and I was going to use my fingers to make her come, and I was going to try and hit her G spot. And I was like, oh, I found out about an A spot recently. Let me play with that and see what we can do. So of course she squirted, and I did a good job, so I felt good. And
did you let her squirt in your face?
No, ma'am.
Have you done that before?
Ma'am.
Have you
squirted in a woman's face?
No. Has a woman ever squirted in your face?
No. She squirted, but I was like, bitch, you won't be squirting in my goddamn face.
You're not squirting in my goddamn face.
What if it was on accident?
We're fighting. When you're not squirting in my fucking face.
Why, Medinah?
That shit is disrespectful. It's 98%
No.
piss.
No.
You're not pissing.
I don't feel like it's
not the percentage.
It's one. It's not.
I don't.
Where did you get your facts? Wikipedia?
This is where I got my facts. Piss is a high percentage in squirting. You're not pissing on my face.
We're going to continue to Kiki's story.
I won't be upset if somebody does it and it wasn't on purpose. Just don't do it on purpose because that's not really what I'm into. But anyway, she squirted and it was great and she enjoyed it. And she was trying to call me and I was like, bitch, who gave you my number? Because I didn't. Like, this is about to be an ongoing thing, but I just was very proud of my fingers. I had crafty handwork. And once again, I want to remind you guys that I'm a woman of many talents. And that's sad. Go ahead, Medinah. What's your cocktail?
Okay,
girl?
so I was battling between like what my cocktail was gonna be. I was like, am I gonna do like an old cocktail? Or am I gonna do a current cocktail about me and Carlos? And then I was like, I'm still not.
Or maybe we could leave it a mystery and we'd never know where it came from.
Hey, I should have said that.
Say no names,
but I didn't. But I'm not ready to share cocktails about me and Carlos yet because that's my boo. But so I was gonna share a cocktail. I was talking to one of my best girlfriends last night on the phone, and we were on the phone for hours just reminiscing. And I was like, dang, this will be my cocktail tomorrow. I wish I could say her name, but I didn't call her to ask her if it was okay, so I'm not going to do it. But I used to have a super best friend who now lives in New York City. And she's still my best friend. And which is crazy because normally when you have sexual things go on with you and a friend, you kind of like don't make it through the friendship because shit just gets weird. But we didn't have that happen. So one night her and I were out in Buckhead at the white people parts of Buckhead. And we go. There's this super cute, like preppy white dude there. And normally like my type, Kay, just so you know, because you don't know me.
Yeah, let me know.
I don't really have a type. Like I fall somewhere between like dope boys, hood rat ass niggas, Spanish niggas that can't speak English, and been like super preppy white dudes. So like I'm like in between each of those, like all of them. I'm like, I don't really have a type. But that's kind of where I start.
Okay.
So we're at this like super ass white ass place. Me and my girlfriend, we're having like such a great time. She's my best friend. We're always gonna have a great time, always, because that's what we do. I don't know what I'm doing.
Passing it to her.
You're just telling your story.
So we're about to leave, and she was like, well, dang, I really wanted to like go home with somebody tonight. I was like, remember that dude we met upstairs? He was super cool. He was super cute. He seemed kind of shy. She was like, yeah. We're driving away, though. We see him outside, like, calling an Uber. We're at a bar. And I was like, why don't we just turn around and go pick him up? And let's take him back. We lived together at this time. Her and I, we were roommates. I was like, let's take him back to the apartment. And let's like give him the time of his life. I don't really know like what that means, but let's
but
just
I like the thought.
So she's like looking like, are you being serious? I was like, I'm being serious. Turn around, make a U-turn, bust a Yui, bitch. We going to
Hey.
So we bust a Yui.
Wait, like, what did you do? Tell me.
We pull up, and we're at a white place. We pull up. We're like, Carter. I don't know if that was his name.
I like
something
Carter.
like Bradley.
That's
or
a good
Carter.
name.
I'm
Carter's
like,
great.
Carter, get in the car. We're about to take you home. Carter gets in the car. We're like, we're not taking you home, nigga. We taking you to our apartment. I'm about to suck your dick. Like you never had your dick sucked before. He came over to the apartment. We started sucking his dick. I got scared. I got cold feet mid-suck. And I was like, you know what? I can't do this shit. You finish it off. And I tapped out. I said, I can't do this. I started sobering up. And I was like, this nigga is actually whack. Like, I'm not about to do this. I stopped. He was like, wait, like, I never had sex with a black girl. And you not tonight. Not tonight, nigga. Bye. It's over. Fuck you.
Oh my God. This is so funny.
There's my cocktail.
Well, bitch, you
I wanna
definitely
hear
outdid
more
yourself
of
today. You outdid yourself today, bitch. You
Yo,
that was
okay, tell
funny.
everybody where they can find you.
Okay. Oh my God. This has been so much fun. Let me just say. So you can find me on Instagram. First of all, my Instagram that got deactivated.
Your Instagram's taken deactivated.
Dang.
I have now got a backup page because I'm like, fuck that, because I hate that I cannot remember the people that I was following or that was following me. Okay, so anyhow, you can find me at Melanin Milk. That's MELANINMILKK. On Instagram. My website you can just go directly to is www.melaninmilk.com. That is MELANINMILK.com. And that is where you can find me. And I'm telling y'all, like, I have some shit coming up. I'm gonna start a Patreon where I will be posting a lot more shit, a lot more posts, a lot more videos. I'm gonna have sex toys that you can choose from to send to you.
Y'all, we got her
She Orgasm discounts on my Patreon.
Let me tell y'all, I took the She Orgasm pills at the beginning of the episode. I don't know if y'all saw me. My pussy is wet.
Is it really?
When I tell you my pussy be blowing bubbles, I be like, I need you to stop. Like, I'll be walking and it'll
I'm
be like,
just
bloop,
hoping
bloop.
I don't get up from the seat and it's a wet spot because I'm feeling my foot is twitching. We'd have been drinking this gin.
Yes.
Bitch, I'm gonna call somebody. I hope.
So if you want to purchase
How my
She
little fuck buddy ain't on
Orgasms,
babysitting
it's
duty.
melaninmilk.com/She Orgasms. Or if you just go to Melanin Milk, you'll see a big ass She Orgasm sign that you can click on. I just want to make women great. There's so many women out here who aren't coming. And I realized that after starting a blog, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna need my sisters to be nutting
Y'all
all over the
deserve to
place.
come. So y'all check
are
out
entitled to
melaninmilk.com.
orgasms.
And don't forget to follow Cocktales Podcast. Follow me. I'm at Coffee Bean Dean.
And I am at Kiki said so. I'm sorry, I was eating these cucumbers.
Girl, it's
I'm trying
okay.
to keep it together because
We
pills
drunk up
are
in here
working.
today.
No, the pills are working.
Oh, are they working? Well, girl, y'all, they working.
I feel a thrive.
Y'all,
all right, bye, y'all.
Yes, yes.
Bye.
I love y'all.